Hello, I'm Atron, and welcome back to Tutorial France, a series of videos for Europa Universalis 4. So you can see that now that we've done some exploring, the world map's kind of gotten all spiky looking with some of these sea zones that we've uncovered recently. So in the last episode, I spent an inordinate amount of time worrying about the Iberian wedding, which can happen now that Castile has a female ruler. I decided that it's probably not worth worrying about at this point. There's not much I can do about it at this point. If Castile and Aragon are going to end up together, then they're going to end up together, and me going to war won't really help that. It'd be better off to go later on and potentially try to drive them apart when they've joined. So in this case, it's really just a case of trying to pick the best humiliation target so that I can build up my power projection again. It's at 64 and it's getting dangerously low, or dangerously close to 50, so I want to boost it back up. And actually, after looking around, I believe that the better target here is actually England. Despite the fact that I had been repeatedly mentioned the weakness of our navy compared to theirs, it's actually not that bad. We both have 6 heavies. They only have a handful of light ships. I'm not sure where their light ships are, but they're not in port. I looked it up in the ledger. They mostly have transport ships, which don't fight all that well. So I think we're going to take some significant losses fighting England, but I think it's something that is doable. And their allies are just less formidable. Aragon has Naples fighting for them. Naples is all this. They've got 11,000 troops. They've got Florence as an ally. Florence has 17,000 troops. Hungary is one of their allies. Hungary has 23,000 or something like that. England, by contrast, has as their allies the Hansa, which has 13, Tyrone, which has 5, and East Frisia, which has 5. And the likelihood of these 5s even being able to do anything useful to influence the battle is relatively minimal. So, England's just a lot softer target, and I'm going to have to deal with their navy at some point anyway. So let's go ahead and start dealing with it now. So, a few things that I want to do. I definitely need to unmothball these heavies, because I'm going to need them for this war with England, and they'll take about 8 months to get back up to full repair. So we're going to need to do that. I also want to start building some ships. I am at my force limit of 24, but I'm expecting that I'm going to lose some ships in the battle with England, and I'm going to temporarily go over the force limit. It'll cost us some money, but that's okay. So I'm going to build one round of them. I'm not going to build one here because it takes 2 years. I'm not going to build one here because it takes 2 years, and I'm not planning to wait that long. But we'll go ahead and build another 7 galleys, which will give us 14 in total. And I think that will be enough to absorb a lot of the damage from the English navy. It's my Zerg fleet, basically. And then I'll have the heavies join them after the fact. So that was the first couple of things I needed to do. I also need to go ahead and get that stability that I talked about buying. I was reluctant to do it because we're relatively close to a technology level, but I don't really need Admin 6. I'm not going to build any workshops, especially not now that I've just drained my my treasury down in the near future anyway. So I would rather actually go ahead and buy a stability level. That will allow these rebels to start ticking down faster. And I'm actually going to send this army to Barrois to try to pacify these, because it's going to take more months. It's going to take 7 months to pacify these guys back down to 0. And that won't necessarily keep them from rebelling, but they'll have to start over at 0. It'll be lower because we have extra stability and because we've let the separatism tick down 5 years. So that's not 5 years. Yes, it is. It is 5 years. Sorry. So the rebellion won't tick up quite as quickly, and yeah, it'll be that doesn't look right. It'll be around 4.8%, which will still go up. I may have to deal with it, but that's how it goes. But I don't want to. I don't want to wait a year and then more time. I'd have to probably wait 2 years before I could start ticking these rebellions down, and then I'd have to wait an additional 7 months for it to tick down. And I don't want my troops tied up that long. So we're gonna go ahead and bite the bullet and do that. Right. So next up, we can't really do any of the fighting until our military, our admiral. Our explorer, excuse me, he's an explorer, gets back from, he's exploring the coast of Brazil. That won't take him much longer. He's only got, I think, 1 or 2 more zones to go. He might do some of these intermediary sea zones. But we have a year to wait for our ships to build anyway. We're still working on a claim for England. We're not going to be ready to go to war that soon. So that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. So I do have a question of what to do with this diplomat. I probably want to get relations up with Scotland. I I could ally Scotland. They'd almost inevitably help me against England because they want their land back. They want Lothian back. I'm not sure I want to actually ally them because I may want to take another vassal. I may want to take a vassal off of England, or I may want to take a vassal off of Burgundy in the next war, and I've only got one slot free right now. But I would definitely want to be able to land troops in their ports, so I need to make sure that they like me. So that's one thing that I should probably do. Alright, and I'm not going to build any mercenaries yet because we've still got a year to go, and mercenaries are very quick to build. We do have 11 slots. That would be a lot of mercenaries, but I think we're fine. No, I'm going to build 1 troop. Maybe 2? I'll build 2 troops. And then we'll build 9 mercenaries when the time comes. And that's just more so that because I'm going to be probably fighting this war on my own. I might get Castile to help me, but Castile's not really going to do anything useful. I guess they might go up and siege the Hansa if they can actually manage to walk all that way. Castile's navy has been decimated. They don't really have... They've got a far worse navy than I do. So they're not going to be able to really help me attack England. But that's okay. I think we'll make it work anyway. I probably will call them in just for the sake of having them. Alright, I think we're ready to go, so let's get started. Speed's at 3. I think that's a reasonably good speed for now. I may up it to 4. And as I just loaded into the game, the AI reevaluates its rivals, so the Papal State now wants to be rival to Serbia instead of Genoa, and the Hansa doesn't care about Brandenburg anymore. And we're over in Barrois, as I said. Let's check the... Yeah, so the unrest has gone to 0, and that means that these have ticked down from 70 to 60. So yeah, we're in business here. We also have 2 more temples building that will help with our income. Our income's not great at the moment, but I did just reactivate this fleet, so our maintenance is probably going up. No, we're still making 5 ducats. Okay, that's fine. What just happened? Oh, we built our troops. So, yeah. It doesn't do any good to stack more than 20 men in a province. They don't do any extra benefit from unrest perspective, so I'll just put them in Paris for now. And as I said, alright, there was something I was thinking about in regards to, yeah, the money's gone down. Possibly because we built those extra troops, and possibly because we're getting some money from war reparations, and that will fluctuate depending on how that nation's doing. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else here that's of concern, so let's keep going. We are going to scrape a little lower to the bottom of the treasury than I would like in this particular war, but that's okay. We'll make it work. And we have a mission to attack Aragon, but not to attack England. That's because of the way I got my claims. Actually, it might change when we finish our claim. We'll see what happens. Yep, there's still war going on over here. Anywhere else in the world that we can see? No, not really. I mean, there might be wars going on that... Oh, yeah, there's this big Burgundy... Bohemia. Apparently now every nation that starts with a B, I'm going to get confused. I kept calling Burgundy Brittany in the last few episodes. Now I'm calling Bohemia Burgundy. I'm all mixed up. Anyway, Bohemia and Austria are fighting each other in a war that they didn't actually call me into, which is good. And I actually checked the... when I was checking the ledger and seeing my possible targets, Austria and Bohemia both wrecked each other's army. Austria has a bunch of men here, but they're all mercenaries. They have no manpower left. It's whatever the results has been fantastic for me. Inevitably, I'm going to be clashing with these 2 guys at some point. Although if Austria never becomes the emperor, I might be able to keep them as an ally. But if Bohemia becomes as long as Bohemia is the emperor, I'm going to be trying to take land out of the Holy Roman Empire, and they're going to constantly be annoyed at me for that. So seeing them get weakened is just fine with me. Oh, that's what I was going to check. I was going to check our advisors. Ottomans are attacking Serbia. That's fine. We have a tax guy. That seems reasonable. He has nothing better here to have. Colonial range guy would potentially help us explore some more, but he's a +2, and I'd rather not do that. We have a +2 that's a diplomat that's actually costing us quite a bit of money. So I could... he's not a diplomat. He's a discipline guy. So I could replace this guy with a level 1. I really like the discipline bonus, so I'm only going to do that if it turns out that the cash situation is really tight and I need to save some money. I'd actually like getting the +2 military points, since that's the thing we're shortest on, since we are diverting it to Diplo points, and we also have an extra leader at the moment. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and try to hang on to him. And truce with Milan has expired. Not that I really want to fight Milan. Truce with the Papal State. Truce with Brittany. Oh yeah, I'm going to attack my own vassal. That's really good. All right, we're just about ticked all the way off on Barrois and Franche-Comté. Yeah, we just got our claim on England. Let's see if our mission did claim. If our mission did change, it didn't. But we can now declare war for Kent. We won't actually take Kent, but we can declare war for it anyway. All right. I have a diplomat free. We are not ready yet. Our admiral is not back, and our galleys are not done. So we've got a few more months. What should I do with this diplomat in the meantime? How is our relations with the Pope? Sure, that works. Where are these guys at? Oh yeah, they're in the they're clearing up this piece of the Atlantic between Africa and South America. And that was the last one, so they should head home. I think they do. They might try to explore this Terra Incognita sea zone there, but pretty close. Oh, did I actually forget to move my guys? I totally did. So I'm going to move these guys to Picardy, and we'll get that one ticking down. It does mean that this will probably start going up again, but it's not going to go up very fast. Okay. That looked like a boat finishing. And our relations with Scotland are done. Nope, no boat's done. It was something else. Oh, we got the Barrois separatist appeared in the list. I saw the outliner change, and I was trying to figure out what happened. But that's okay. And our diplomat's home. Home from Scotland. And let's see. I could go ahead and ask for military access, and they would totally give it. I'll want fleet basing rights as well. Fleet basing rights allow you to actually dock in their ports. And the reason I'll want that is because it takes bloody forever to land troops off ships. It's like a whole month. Whereas if you sail into port, it takes like 1 day. So I could, if I wanted to land troops in Scotland, which landing in Ayrshire seems like a good idea, and then marching south, it seems like it would be way easier to be able to just dock in the port, drop the troops off, maybe leave them there. I could make several trips pretty fast, you know, and transport a lot of troops over. I've only got 8 transports, so I'm going to have to make several trips to bring a whole army over. So, so yeah, I'm almost certainly going to want to do it that way. But how far off are we? These guys are, where are they? Yeah, they're almost home. So these ships are just about home. So my explorer will be free soon to serve as a fleet admiral. And let's see, these ships still need about 2 months. This one still needs about, what, 5 months? So we're really looking at the end of the year, I guess, that we're going to declare war. So I don't really need that military access now, so there's no point in really getting it. I'll think about doing it in like October. In the meantime, sure, let's top off relations with Austria. Actually, no, let's do Castile. Castile may rival me soon, but I basically have no improved relations with them at all. And if they don't end up with the Iberian wedding, they probably won't rival me for a long time, so I'd like to go ahead and keep that. We finished our temples. Golden Horde is losing land to Lithuania. Golden Horde is over here. Right there. Yeah, it just lost those pieces of land. Okay. We're done with relations with the Pope. Our quartermaster died. Golden Horde no longer thinks Muscovy's a rival. So I'm going to actually just deassign this guy so he's less likely to die. It's the same principle as with generals. And I'm going to take these trade ships and we're going to send them up to here. And I'm going to go ahead and bring our heavies up to here. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and take our light ships to here. And I'm going to take these things back to here. Combat ships should be, our main combat ships need to form up, so they don't really need to. I'm being, you know, pedantic or whatever. Okay. I have arrived home from the Papal State. What do I want to do with that diplomat? So the old whirligig. What do I do with my diplomat? Relations, fine with Liège. Okay with them. Okay with Munster. Not really good with Friesland. I think it's Friesland. Holland doesn't like me, but they're Burgundy's, you know, pet. So who cares? Friesland, sure, go. Escart Blanche arrived in the Channel. I really need to. You can rename fleets and stuff, and I really should be probably doing that. So we're gonna call this Royal Fleet. It has all of the carracks, and then we're going to call this one, which is galleys, Zerg Fleet, because that's totally not its purpose. And I'm actually going to go ahead and detach the transports, and we're going to call them transports. You see my very clever naming scheme here. And they will remember those names. So now I won't be confused when I'm seeing notifications about Escard Rouge, Escard Blue, whatever. Yeah, they're transports now. Okay, so you're going there, you're going there. Where are my transports going? My transports actually can go park in Picardy. No, maybe not. I lied. I'm a lying admiral. I lied to you, ships. Go to here. And I'm actually... These guys are done, right? They're done yeah, we've reduced you all the way down to 0. So I'm actually going to move you guys to there. I automatically have access to Brittany because they're my vassal. And I'm going to embark from here. That gives me more options, potentially landing in Ayrshire, for instance. Versus here, where I would have to either go all the way up to Fife or come across and try to land in Kent, which I don't really want to do to start. So what just happened? Oh, people just arrived. Yeah, I sent people to places and they arrived there. Great. Zerg Fleet, go! And sure, you guys need a new name. You are my explorers, and right now they're going to explore the coast of England. Oh, and I went through the... I didn't take any attrition. I could have taken attrition there. I didn't. I was just lucky. We probably have some galleys finished, so let's route them to here. Apparently I only have one galley finished, but some others are about to finish, yeah. Ah, yes. How close are we to going to war? I don't know that I want to wait 85 days. I don't think that's really necessary. One galley, you know, so I don't have that one galley when I fight the English Navy. We can live with that. So let's go ahead and pull a guy back. And I'll go ahead and get that military access from Scotland, since that doesn't cost me anything. Alright, so another ship, and another ship, and another ship. All the ships. And we've got... that's it. They're all heading that direction, except the one that's building in Laborde and will take a little longer. Yep, so we got 6 extra galleys to play with. Okay, and our guy's free. So, hey Scotland, how do you feel about giving me military access? You like me! Thank you very much, Scotland. And he's back. I'm just going to leave him in reserve right now. I can't actually ask them for fleet basing rights until the 25th of July. And I actually don't need fleet basing rights right off the bat anyway. What I do need is mercenaries. I'm going to cast the Summon Mercenary spell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That gives us 50. 9. No, that one takes 30 days. Really? How about 14 days? That's better. Okay. And yeah, we're gonna wait for all those ships to gather, and then I'll mess around with joining them together. Yes, we get it. Ships arriving. We see that. Okay, I see mercenaries. I see mercenaries. And you know, actually, I should have put the mercenaries in the... oh, I will put the mercenaries on the first boat. So we'll gather over here, and then I don't need to have the land troops in place right at the beginning of the war, because I have to clear the sea first. I have to basically guarantee that my transport ships won't get sunk. And no surprise thing about attacking England. Oh, sorry. And we're now losing money. That's not surprising because we are over our force limit. So that's costing us an extra 2 ducats. That's basically all of it. We also have a bunch of mercenaries. So it's gonna be a little painful to start. We may even have to take a loan out as part of this war. That's okay. You know, loans are a thing. And as we lose some of these ships and disband them, yeah, you're there for a reason. Then the maintenance will drop, and we'll start looting, which will also help. So I'm gonna wait for my forces to gather. I'm actually gonna back these 20 off. I don't need them right there. How are we? Have we ticked up on any of our? Yeah, no, none of our rebels have ticked. So we're still at 0% on all those. Yeah, there was our money down. Have all our ships arrived? No, we still got 2 ships in transit. And a military leader died. Was that the crappy one, or was that our siege leader? That was our siege leader. Thanks a lot. Oh, we didn't have the crappy one. He died as well. Well, okay. I guess we're rolling another leader. No, actually, I think I'm going to leave it alone for the moment. I don't know that I strictly need that siege leader. I may roll him in the later stages of it, but we were losing some military power off of it, and I'll wait until I need him. Yeah, great. England actually has a surprisingly few number of forts. They have London, they have Marches, they have, I think, Cumbria? No. Lothian? Lothian. They have Marches, and it's not even manned at the moment. And they have Meath. So they only have 4 forts anyway. So even if I have to siege it without a general, as long as I can blockade, it won't be an issue. So where are you guys? Yeah, you guys are still making the long trip around. Fine, whatever. Yep. Keep going. I guess I should have... Well, it wouldn't have mattered. I would have had to wait for the ships anyway. I was thinking I should have built the mercenaries earlier, but then I would have just been spending even more money. So maybe that ship in the board will be able to participate after all. And one more mercenary. There he is. Go over there. Come here, little boats. Come here, little boats. Where are you, boats? There they are. They don't appear to have taken any damage. They were momentarily out of supply range as they went around the tip of Spain. I don't actually have supply ships that reach this far, so every time I sail from this part of France to this part of France, I can take some attrition. I'm going to do my best to solve that problem by taking over some land down here at some point, but that's a while off. Why do I have it on pause? I'm waiting for stuff to happen. Oh, and look, we actually built this boat. Get over here. Alright. And I'm going to deselect the transports, group everybody else together, and we now have 13 Zerg galleys. Yay! Speaking of Zerg galleys, not the transports, the Zerg galleys, I'm going to put our admiral in charge of them. And then we're going to look around. I believe England has... That's not what I wanted. I believe that England has some light... No, they don't have any light ships. I could have sworn they did when I looked at this a bit ago. Maybe they lost them because they didn't have enough money to maintain them. England's got a massive number of loans. They're in a mountain of debt at the moment. So I'm going to add to their pain by looting their land and generally making life miserable for them. Yeah, I don't care about any of that stuff. So I don't need to... I was going to go looking for their trade fleet and sink it separately first, but it doesn't look like that's even possible. So I'm going to go ahead and send these troops out of the way, because I don't want them to get killed while I'm waiting for my other ships to get there. We're going to go there. We're going to go here so that we're standing by and ready. And as soon as those ships get in position, we are going to declare war. Yeah, ships arriving. Ships arriving. Ships arriving. Rebels are still fine. Oh, yeah, this galley. You're a little late. A little late to the party, man. You can come up here and join. La Fleur de Lis. So we do have the ability to take some technology. Oh, it's that administrative technology. Sure, we'll go ahead and take it. Yeah, we're not going to use admin points. We're not going to take any land in this war, so we don't need admin points free. So yeah, I'll go ahead and get that taken care of. So we can now build workshops. Oh, and we have a national decision available. Decisions are things that you can do that typically have a permanent effect on your nation. They're like, I guess, permanent laws you can pass or something. So I can pass the De Heretico Congruendo Act, which prohibits the you can neither own nor produce a translation of the Holy Bible. So it enforces that the Bible must be in Latin. This is a thing that only applies to Catholic nations. It does make Catholicism more likely to turn into Protestantism. That's inevitable at some point anyway, but it can accelerate it. But it also gives us a national tax modifier, and we don't care about the missionary strength bonus, but that could be nice in some cases. So, but money. I mean, it's free money. I don't care if Catholicism gets reformed or not. I mean, I care in a historical sense, but I don't care in a I'm France right now and I need some money stance. So we'll go ahead and pass that decision, and that might help a little with our money situation. All right, yeah, Zerg fleet is now in position. All right, Castile will join us. Come along, Castile, and we will have a wonderful, wacky ride against England. All right, let's do it. We've got our maintenance on full. We don't have anything else to worry about. Let's do it. We're at war. Yeah, thank you. Brittany has joined our war, as we expected them to. And I'm not sure whether these ships are going to come out or not. They really should, but they can see my heavies here, and they may be too intimidated to do so. That's okay with me also, if they want to just kind of hang there for the moment. The Hansa has joined England in a war. We don't mind that. Yeah, and Castile joined our alliance. Okay, so what do I want Castile to do? I probably should give them some kind of an instruction here. Well, I think the most logical thing to do would be to have you go siege these guys. I'm not sure if they can get there, but we'll give them that as an objective. Sure, go ahead. Go attack East Frisia. Alright, well, we do know that Ulster has a little bit of a navy, so I'm not completely free to just send my transports up right away. Where is my explorer fleet? Where'd they go? They're here. And where are my... Where's my royal fleet? Also here. They're just... Oh, yeah, this other ship's getting in the way, so I can't see what's going on. So I'm going to take the explorers, and I'm going to take them up here into the Irish Sea and see if I can spot what's going on in Ulster. And these guys may actually be able to defeat the Ulster Navy all by their lonesome. Right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, these ships look like they're cowering. Are you a coward, England? You think my navy actually can beat you? I'm impressed. And the other nice thing is I can see their army, and it's not moving. I can see Tyrone's army also. I can see Tyrone's army there, and it's not very strong. Right. Okay, yeah, Scotland. How about that, the fleet basing rights stuff? That's going to cost me some extra money. That's not good, but we'll live with that. You guys, get on the boat. And how you get on boats is you select an army that's in a port with some transports. You click on the attach to transport button, and then you take the transports and you send them somewhere. So we're going to send them here. And you saw one guy wouldn't fit, so we loaded 8 guys on the transports. They're right here, and the one guy's just kind of hanging out here. They left me behind. No, it's not fair. And I should probably turn the speed down. 3 is a little too fast for a war for me. And Scotland has given us our fleet basing rights. We somehow are making money again. Don't know how that spoils of war. Oh, because we're blockading. We stole some of the money off of England because we're blockading them. So sure, great. War makes you money. So here come our ships. And that was our other galley for the Zerg fleet. We're even more intimidating now, England. We've got your number. Diplomat's home. What do I want to do with him? I'm already improving there. I just topped these guys off recently. How's our relations with Brittany? It's pretty good. But sure, we'll work on that because I've got nothing better to do with him. Low priority task. Okay, so our transports have arrived in the Irish Sea, and now we can just dock up in Ayrshire in one day. maybe 2 days. I don't know, but it's really fast. So, and then we're going to send these guys home, and we're going to send these guys over here, and send another load of 8 troops over. Let's see if that gets the English army moving. Yeah, the English army is now moving. It occurs to me I probably should have sent a general. But I can still assign a general because I'm in neutral territory. So the question is, will they be able to get to me before I get there with another load of troops? I guess we'll find out. I think it'll take them longer to march. It's generally very fast to move by boat in this game. But I do have several zones to cross. Now, as I said, we'll find out. And now we're losing money again. Whatever. Alright. Mercenary, get on the boat. You guys, get on the boat. Boats, up there, please. And, oh, there they are. Are they going to get there first? They're going to get there on the 12th of December. No, they're going to get to Cumbria on the 12th of December. Well, they might start the war, or they might start the battle in an advantageous position, but my troops will almost inevitably arrive at the very least in the middle of the battle. It's not that far to Ayrshire. And it's plains. That's not the greatest place to fight. I could retreat to the highlands. Let's do that. Let's retreat to the highlands. I can always land in the highlands instead. The highlands are highlands. Funny how that works. And they're better to defend. So I'll have to deal with the fact that Scotland has an army up there right now. But yeah, whatever. I'll take a little bit of attrition. They're just mercs. Oh, he's not even going to come. That's fine. You just sit. You just sit there. You just sit tight, England. Oh shoot, that was a mistake. Are you guys? No, you're already moved. Fine. Get back on the boat. Back on the boat. It's a little farther to the highlands. I'm not really fond of having to do this, but yeah, I don't want to get that army wiped out until we have a chance to move it over. So this is why I was... Ooh, wait a minute. Whoa, wait. No, not going to happen. Yeah. You guys just hang here for a moment, and we'll just turn these guys around and come back. It'll work okay. I didn't notice that the Hanse's fleet's up here. So I could divert some ships over here to try to deal with it, and I'd better do that. It's kind of annoying, but I'd better do that. I'm going to take the Zerg fleet, I think, up here, and we're gonna withdraw this fleet. I really want to keep an eye on it, though. Well, I guess I'll see if it comes out here. So I'm gonna withdraw this fleet over to here, sit it alongside Brittany's fleet. That way, if he comes out and he decides to come over here, I'll have a chance to respond. But I really need to get the Hanse's fleet down. I can't really leave them in the just wandering around in the middle of my transports, possibly causing problems. So, oh, actually, are they going to Donegal Bay? They're going to Donegal Bay. So they're going this way. What are you doing? Transports, easy kill. What are you doing? Oh, Castile's here. Never mind. Maybe not quite such an easy kill. Didn't realize that I'd gotten reinforcements from some people. Yeah, England's concentrating their troops. Our navy is under attack in the Dogger Bank. Okay, so this is actually something that can happen in this game that's a little weird, but also kind of cool. Although I seem to have misplayed it by my moving my heavies. Is that when you leave a place, sometimes the AI will see that as an opportunity to go out, but they don't actually calculate how much damage that they're gonna, or how long it'll take you to leave. So they're trying to come out as you leave the zone, but they actually hit you on the way out and get in a naval battle they didn't intend to. So that appears to have happened here. So I'm actually going to leave the Hanse alone for the moment and try to kill this English navy. So we'll see how this goes. This war may end very badly for us if the naval situation goes south. But we're landing troops. We will just be done landing them very shortly. This one set. All right, so we've already lost one of our galleys. Galleys are not very sturdy, and we've got to tear through all these stupid things. But we do have our heavies on the way. And we're waiting for these guys to get back. Yep, get back from the highlands. Alright, that's done. And it looks like Castile wants to land troops in Ulster. They're going to land... Yeah, that's a terrible idea. Land over here and then cross the strait with me. Whatever. Stupid, useless allies. Okay, well, at least they're distracting people. So we're going to go ahead and land these troops. Done. And then we're going to send the transports back to here, pick up another load. And I'm not going to... I'm not actually going to fight this battle yet. I'm going to wait for another drop. I want to outnumber them, not be outnumbered. Where'd our battle fleet go? Is it over here? We lost that many from the Zerg fleet already? But we have almost killed one of their heavies. We have almost killed one of their heavies. This is good. And we just lost another one. Yeah, but we sunk a heavy. We sunk a heavy! Woo! And they're losing. Oh, they're about to lose another one. Boom! Down goes the heavy. Down go the English fleet. Fleet, board the ship. Over to here. Ayrshire will probably... No, it's got plenty of supply limit. It can hold another 8 easily. Oh, and the English fleet has decided that... Or the English army has decided that it wants to go squish our nice little Brittany guys that decided they wanted to land in Cornwall. It's a terrible place to go. We have lost almost our entire Zerg fleet. Oh, and we lost a heavy. But we have killed 2 of the English heavies, and we're about to kill a 3rd. We're probably going to have to retreat from this fight because we'll run out of morale before England will. But I think this fight is going to be at least a moral victory. I guess I should start building a few more galleys since we've already decided... Yeah, look at that. Already under the force limit. Right, galleys. Build them. I like galleys. Okay. To replace what I just lost. Yeah, that works. But yeah, the fact that England is not going to be able to rebuild these heavies. Certainly not in a war. Certainly not with the amount of debt that they've piled up. So I think we're good. Even if I have to retreat, well, yeah, my heavies are taking damage too. That's okay. We're doing good. Once if they lose these 2 and that 3rd heavy, the battle's over. Even if I technically lose it, we'll have had a moral victory. All they'll have left is transports basically, and maybe 1 heavy. So is this guy's on the way? Yep. We're loading 8 more troops over here. And what's going on here? Oh yeah, look at that. They're down to 1 heavy. Alright. Where are you going? I guess they didn't want to march through marches. Seems strange. But okay. So, U9 have the general. Go ahead and lead. U15 are not the general. You'll wait for the last 5 guys from over here. And we're about to run because we're out of morale. Oh, we lost another heavy. We're going to lose another heavy too. Actually, we are not, because I'm going to go ahead and retreat. Not that fleet. I'm going to go ahead and retreat the Royal Fleet back to Picardy. Yep. I'm okay with the Zerg fleet dying. Just doesn't matter. I want to keep that heavy that's close to death and this other heavy that's close to death. I want them to be at full. England's only got 1 heavy left. I can kill that at my leisure, basically. So that does mean that we're going to be short of naval power for a bit, and that the Hansa will be able to potentially cause some problems. But we've already transported enough troops over here. If I make 1 more drop, I'll just park my transports until my heavies are repaired and ready to do business. And actually, I think I've got 2 that aren't really all that damaged. Yeah, these guys only take a month. I can pretty much fend off the Hansa just with that. I need to wait for to get some morale back, though. Yeah, see, I lost. Oh my. Why does it think I lost 6 heavies? I retreated them. They're not lost, they're running away. Whatever. Yeah, so that was kind of a major naval battle that I lost, but I actually killed more heavies than I lost, and that was the point. I killed 5 and I lost 2. Yep, those are numbers I like. We've got a diplomat free that I'm more or less ignoring because I don't know what to do with him. And I'm more focused on other fun stuff right now. Royal Fleet has reached Picardy. And we have now reached Finisterre. Attached to transport. Go up here. And we will... Oh, I seem to have... by invading the English countryside, I seem to have prompted England to turn around and come back. Okay, well, I can live with that. You want to come attack my people in the woods? My bait mercenary army? Go for it, England. I've only got 15 guys sitting there, or to join in. Actually, I want to wait and see what they're going to do. Let's just stop in the Irish Sea for the moment. They are going to Derbyshire. No, they're going back down here. I don't know what you're doing, England. This is a repeat from your first war performance where you couldn't make up your mind what you wanted to do, or you didn't have any kind of coherent military strategy. You're on the same island. You don't have a navy excuse anymore, England. Get with it. All right. Well, since there doesn't seem to be any big climactic land battle coming yet, I'm going to go ahead and stop here. I think this has gone quite well for us. We're still in the middle of establishing naval supremacy, but the first battle went quite well. We'll let our army, or our navy, our Royal Fleet regain some morale, and then we will send it back out and potentially clean up the rest of the English Navy. Although my guess is the English Navy is probably docked up, frantically trying to repair itself. But that's how it goes. All right. Thank you all for watching. Hope you've enjoyed our first naval war against England, our naval invasion. France is now a naval power. Yes. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.